Hey guys, welcome back. So got another video, and in this box we've got a Mougol 3060 Ti. So it comes in this box. It looks similar to the Soyo box. I'm just gonna get it out. So I'm guessing it might be a sister company because this is a Monarch Dragon and this is a Magic Dragon. So I'm guessing it's actually from the same company, but it's just like a sister brand or something. Not sure, but on the box itself it says 2 years limited warranty. I'm not sure you're gonna get any warranty from AliExpress cards, but yeah, it's nice to see they state that you get warranty, even though you don't get it, I don't think. But anyway, let's open it up. And I got this for £180. I'll put the screenshot of the shipment. But for the first time ever, I got slapped with a customs charge. So this is the first time I got customs charge on AliExpress shipment. Last time I got hit with a customs charge was with Alibaba. That was like over 10 years ago. So it's a bit weird how I've got taxed this time, and it's about £41. So I'll show you a screenshot of that. It's altogether about £220. So storage wise, packaging same as the Soyo ones, nothing special, but again looks decent. I like these stickers. It's a bit off, but twin stickers looking pretty decent. At the top we've got an 8-pin, on the side the usual 3DP ports and HDMI. On this side you've got the PCIe slot bit. The heatsink looks quite big actually, got 3 separate bits, and it's got, let me just focus on that, 4 heat pipes, 1 2 3 4. On the back got metal plate, and it says GeForce RTX 3060 Ti, 8GB, 256-bit. It's a shame they don't have a 12GB version of it. I think if it did, it would be a decent card, because with the higher settings on newer games, it does require more than 8 gigs these days with the newer games. So it's a bit of a shame. It's a decent card. Next card I'll probably get is a 6700 XT. Still waiting for the prices to come down. But yeah, it looks like a decent looking graphics card. I actually like the look of this. Quite sleek. And I've got a 3060 Ti, which is from G-Shuo. So I might replace it with this one if it's got decent temps, and sell the other one. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Looks new. But again, it might be a X mining card. But yeah, it looks decent. Hopefully I can test it later on. And yeah, I'll give you the deets of it. So yeah, there you have it. Next bit would be actually putting it in the system, just looking at the temps. It's not a full video, do that another time. Just want to see the temps, because obviously it's going to perform as a 3060 Ti. Yeah, and there you have it. So this is next to my 3060 Ti in my main machine. So you can see it's a little bit smaller, but this one's actually heavier. I think it's because of the heatsink. Look at how fat that heatsink is compared to this one. And yeah, the reason I'm going to put this one in my main one is because it actually looks better than this one. Not really a fan of the green accents, and it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more cuter. So yeah, I'm going to probably sell this one in a new machine that I build, my next build. I'm just waiting for my motherboard to come through, so I can build it. Got all the other parts. But yeah, just going to put that in and check temps and stuff. Right guys, I want to show you something. So this is EVGA Precision X1, and just wanted to show you that NVIDIA cards, especially from AliExpress cards, the rebar doesn't work unless you've got the latest BIOS for your graphics card. So this is why I tend to use, which is why I prefer AMD cards, because it's a lot easier to enable SAM, whereas the AliExpress cards you need to flash the latest VBIOS or a compatible rebar VBIOS onto your card. And with these AliExpress cards, because they're Frankenstein builds, it's quite hard to get the right VBIOS without bricking your card. So that's why I prefer the AMD cards. It's a lot easier. Just wanted to show you that just before I get into the game. But anyway, let's close that down, and we are in Starfield, and let's have a look at the settings. So 1440p, render resolution at 66%, FSR 2 turned on, and the presets are to medium. motion blur turned off. So yeah, that's the settings. And what we're interested in, well, what I'm interested in is the temperatures, because I've done the testing for the performance and it's behaving exactly like any other 3060 Ti. I've done the Fairmark benchmarks and it's about, within reason, 1% to 2% off, so that's expected. So yeah, main thing is temperatures, and as we can see, it is slowly rising. The load the load is at 100%, and the wattage around 190 watts, just under 200, which is pretty standard for 3060 Ti, and the voltage is at just over 1 volt. So the temperature is slowly rising, which tells me that the heating and the thermal paste is pretty decent. Normally with other cards it would have risen quite quickly, but with this card it is rising pretty slowly, which tells me either my case has good airflow, which it doesn't, or the heatsink and the thermal paste are pretty decent. And I think that's what it is. The heatsink, as we looked at when I unboxed it, it was pretty chunky, quite big, quite heavy, and I think that's playing a part with having those temperatures pretty low. At the moment we are at 65 degrees, and it's probably going to stay around that kind of temp. When I've done the stress testing with using Fairmark, it did hit low 70s, but I was doing it constantly. Um, and yeah, I thought at 72, even then, it was doing pretty decent. So right now, it is increasing a little bit. 66 degrees, 67, it's hovering around that mark. And yeah, for me, AliExpress card, I think that's pretty decent, because when I buy AliExpress cards and test temperatures, normally they're pretty bad. I can, without undervolting them, they do reach pretty high. You get high 70s. If you've watched my videos, you'll see they get to high 70s. I think with this card, if I undervolt it, and if I can get the wattage down to about 150, which is 3/4 of what this is at the moment, I think the temperatures would be low 60s, which is pretty, this is pretty amazing for a AliExpress card. So my thoughts, I would definitely recommend it, this card, if you're not worried about the rebar situation. Obviously you can flash it if you can find the correct VBIOS for it. Other than that, the price was decent when I bought it, £180, but then like I said, I got slapped with a customs charge, £41, so altogether just over £220. It is pretty decent for that price still, but at that range I would probably prefer to go with the 6700 XT. You can probably find them at £220 on a sale sometimes. The only problem is, like I said, you might get slapped with a customs charge, so it's another risk that I'm probably taking in future, now that I've been tagged as buying items from AliExpress, and they've tagged my address probably, and I'll probably get charged future customs charges, which is a bit of a shame. I did purchase a few more items, so it's waiting for those to come in. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't get charged. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that is my kind of take on it. Temperatures, just looking back at it again, just under 70 degrees. Again, this is within the range that the 3060 Ti should be. I think with a better case than what I have at the moment, it would probably be a bit lower. But yeah, that's my video. I'm going to end it there. It's a quick, short one. If you guys have any questions, write them down below, and let me know if you've ever bought a Mougol or Mougol card, and what are your kind of thoughts on those or opinions on those cards. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.